Okay, so this is a series of the day. I don't know how far they are into this game, but they started 20 minutes early because there will be server maintenance. And the server maintenance could have potentially disrupted the schedule for the day, so it's nice that they've started early for us. This is a matchup that could have happened like 12 years ago. DauT, everyone probably knows. But Spaden is a player who is really playing actively like 10, 12 years ago. Usually just plays team games these days. But I've seen him in some Sweden-only events. And he signs up for this event, so I'm excited. DauT says, I'm not sure we finish this game before maintenance because he sees the walls, and Spaden laughs. And they've started with winged hussars here because of Hyperrandom. They've started with walls because of Hyperrandom. And DauT has killed 4 villagers with the winged hussar. And Spaden says, maybe we will. DauT says, 11 was about to say, but it felt rude. But again, guys, I've been saying it. If you start with a unique unit, a unit that's not a scout, you need to be getting kills with it. Like, I said the same thing in the previous series. Nice shot from DauT to try and take advantage of it. And obviously, he has feared the winged hussar on the other side. He has not exposed himself at all to that. He makes it to Castle Age now. He's dropping a siege workshop in the middle. Spaden has actually walled this, which is pretty smart because... Whoa! Now that we have normal speed and we can actually think about this, there's this weird little reed ring. This is a true ring of reeds. I guess technically you could go around that way, but no, this is all blocked off. Well, Spaden lost 4 vills, which hurts. He's going double monastery right now, so he wants to push with monks, which is actually not bad against what DauT is trying to do. And DauT brings a camel to go after the starting winged hussar. And DauT is going to try a push here, hoping to catch Spaden off guard, like Spaden's going to just add TCs and boom or something, but that's actually not the case. So the second Spaden sees siege, he can just shift into getting redemption, maybe? Actually could convert this as well, if DauT's not careful. Ooh, hold on, guys. We have something that's really interesting. So you can win with relic victory in this format. There's only 3 relics. It's not unrealistic that someone will get those relics. DauT trying to quick wall, DauT failing with the quick wall. Never said those words before in my life. And now DauT blocking. Chat saying there's 4 relics. Where? There's only 3. Oh, no, there is 4. Okay. Well, a little less likely that all the relics get brought in then. I was just testing you guys. DauT had to delete a knight there because of the monks starting their conversions. And Spaden loses his units to the spearmen and backs away. But, I mean... Wait, is there one down here too? Oh my god. Okay. Well, nice job paying attention, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm just testing you. You guys know how it goes. Spaden should probably just go for redemption now. And once he has redemption, he can convert the siege. He could also just convert the buildings on the front too. But you need sanctity as well because your monks will get one shot by the siege without that. So it takes a little bit of time to get there, but that seems to be the game plan. DauT dropping TC number 2 in the back. He's already ahead in eco. So that will get even stronger. Hopefully he doesn't go to that corner. That could be really bad. They changed the stats on some of the animals. I haven't seen snow leopards attack a lot, so I don't know how strong they are. Credit to DauT, though, for shifting into eco. He knows he can't all-in push someone who's shown monks already, so he has scouts just in case. But DauT won't be able to break Spaden right now. And if Spaden also mixes in spears, he could still move out. Are these 100 HP? Oh, no, it's 25 HP per. Okay. So with 4 of them, it's 100 HP. So it doesn't look like there's that big of a difference, but there could be an attack speed difference compared to a wolf. So interesting map. We're settled in here. DauT's got a 10 villager lead already. Persian TC's working faster, and the 4 villager kills have gone a long way for him. But now the monks are out. I hope DauT starts preparing some houses elsewhere, because the way this is going, Spaden could just start to convert all of his buildings here. Spaden obviously has to be like really hyper vigilant and focused here to not lose anything. And he's looking for that army, and DauT is just rolling back home. Smart from DauT to not have to delete anything and can maybe use that later. And also smart from DauT to use the light cav to lurk around and look for any more units that could come out of the gate. But yeah, Spaden, convert the siege workshop and start a push, dude. Yeah, he's thinking about it. There he goes. Yeah, I don't know what Spaden's peak was in terms of world rankings. But this guy was at least like top 50 in the competitive scene 10 years ago. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm really thinking too hard about this, but he was solid. And he was really, really good in team games. So he was more so known for being a team game player. It's good to see. I haven't seen him playing in any tournaments, really. I saw there was like a Swedish event that he signed up for recently. But beyond that, you just don't see him playing too much. DauT will remember him. And DauT's like have... I mean, that's worth it, right? He'll lose them, but he kills 3 or 4 monks. It's not bad. And DauT's like, oh, I can do this too. So we'll drop some stone walls. I think there might be a gap over here, but oh, no, it looks like it's walled. Yeah, now all Spaden's monks can really do is get the freaking relics. Get the freaking relics. He sees this relic. He sees this relic. I obviously hope he finds this relic. He also sees this relic. Guys, he could start the relic countdown. The only 2 he doesn't see, he will probably find. If he sends a monk this way, he finds it. If he sends a monk this way, he finds it. I thought he would never find this one, for example. I mean, DauT's going to have a crazy boom. DauT's got a massive lead economically. It's not even close. But in this tournament, if you get all the relics, it will trigger a countdown. Spaden, please go to the right. Please move to the right. Please move to the left, actually. Ah, he's not going to do it. I think he's just going to convert houses for now. I mean, I can't factor in if the players use the proper lobby settings here. That's a very good point that the players didn't have the settings correct, but they should. I'm going to assume the players have their settings perfect here. DauT's starting to lose his houses here. Houses are getting converted. So DauT now might be tempted to run out here to kill the monks. Because the monks can't convert units now, and that's exactly what happens. Oh, the relic dream might be dead. Smart from DauT. In fact, that's really smart. Maybe a little too obvious, though, for Spaden. Maybe Spaden should have known better. But, yep, rip to all those monks now. He does have more monks on the way, though. And the conversions will come back. Light Cav's going crazy, though. And Light Cav gets deleted. Okay. Tell me Spaden saw this relic. Yes! Yes! It's... Come on, Spearman! Come on, Spearman! Guys, without the relic victory, it's so unbelievably over. Like, it is not even freaking close. DauT's boom is insane. And DauT's the favorite, and DauT's got the experience. There it is. Okay, so right now, let's just double check here. He's got 3 relics, okay? He sees the other 2. We've got a monk heading this way. And then... Well, we have a spearman heading this way, but we seem to have a monk heading this way. Now, DauT will have Light Cav out. Does DauT know about any of those relics? He does not. He seems very much focused on the middle, because this hill's probably going to be valuable. Odds are very high that DauT will try and castle this middle hill and go imp soon. This middle hill's got tons of stone and gold. Come on, Spaden. He's even getting fervor for the slightly faster monks. Move, monk! Freaking move! Pick up your feet and move! They're not athletes. That's all that we can expect from them. Snow Leopards got their kill. That's kind of funny. Here come villagers from Spaden. He doesn't know. He's not realizing that's all the relics. He probably assumes DauT will have one available. Castle in the middle is still fine. DauT will click up to the Imperial Age. He's building a very defensive castle. Let's go, dude. Let's go. All right, now chat. Someone brought up an excellent point. What are the chances they actually have the lobby settings correct? It's in the handbook. It's listed. The players all know how to read. But we have consistently, especially if DauT is hosting, we have consistently seen the settings be incorrect. They may actually, the admins may have a really interesting decision to make here because, like, this should be a 200-year countdown immediately. And if it's not, what do? I think it might be, they might have to replay it. Ironically, there's been many situations where players have had standard win condition on when they shouldn't in other tournaments, and it has triggered a relic countdown, but this should trigger a countdown per the rules. It should, which means DauT's got to really step his game up and get ready to push. But it'll be fun because he absolutely could. Can't you check? I could, but then that ruins the suspense. Come on, what are we trying to do here? Why would I confirm it? Why would I tab out into the game and ruin the suspense? The suspense is why you're here. I hope. But yeah, we'll find out. I mean, I can't actually check in capture age, otherwise I probably would have checked. Yeah. No way Spaden is expecting this. He thinks that DauT will at least have one of the relics, or maybe he forgot the settings himself. Let's see. Countdown, please. Aha! Ye of little faith. Oh, wait, guys. He saw the countdown, and he ejects them immediately, and he's going to build a new monastery in the south. Let's go. That's so smart. Let's go. Eat him. And DauT says, where were the relics? 11. Okay, so DauT heard the noise, because there's always a noise that plays. DauT would also have been given vision on the monasteries. Okay. Spaden says secret. So let's see. Old foes, old pros up against each other. Spaden's on the way to Imp. DauT's already in Imp. DauT's going to be... It doesn't matter what DauT kills. If this gets to 0, it is over. All the monks are coming back. Now, this does also waste like 20, 25 years. So there's an argument to be made that he shouldn't have moved them. But I actually really like it. And here we go. DauT says, tell me when you're done hiding them so I can attack. And Spaden says soon. And DauT will see it in a second. Here we go. Countdown's on. Let's freaking go! 199 years. And Spaden will win the game. A game that he pretty much would have no chance to win otherwise, you could argue, because he's behind by 10,000 resources. DauT needs to get his siege prepared. DauT can see it in the south. That is really smart from Spaden. And Spaden, oh, he's getting attacked by animals right now, but what would be really smart is just big walls back here. Like play Black Forest style, or I don't know, like almost like a Wonder Victory now in a community game. Just stone wall. Yeah, let's go! This is so good! Nobody at the high level moves the freaking relics. Nobody camps like this. I would prefer the castles would be a bit further out because Trebs could actually sit underneath the castle and still snipe that. But he goes triple castle in the back. I mean, he's going to lose the castles in the front. It seems like he's just going to YOLO make Latis. Oh, this is so fun, dude. This is so fun. I love the fact... Now, you know what DauT could have tried if he thought about it? He could have actually built a wonder, but that takes a super long time to build, of course, so... Relic victory is always faster, because it starts the countdown immediately. Alright, so, you know, the rare relic victory in a pro game. Does it work, guys? I'm gonna also guess... I think it does. I mean, DauT's gonna eventually massacre the middle, and he will go through Spaden's base very quickly. But Spaden has already made it a quarter of the way. What would be really nice is if he had siege workshops to make bombard cannons and sit behind his walls. Fortified wall is good. I'm actually concerned, though, that Spaden's castles are too close to the monastery. I feel like he needs them a bit further out, and he needs walls further out as well. Let's see. That will have Savar. He will have crossbows. With, I mean, everything's... Well, no, everything's not close to full upgrades, because he doesn't have many upgrades at all for the Savar. But still, Savar is strong enough as is. Spaden is not even fighting right now. Probably should have pulled back the monks, but he's saving all of his army, and he's adding more walls. 145 years. Oh, God. Again, you just got to keep the monastery up. That's the only thing you need. You don't technically need anything else. But I'm concerned. I think DauT can range the monastery with trebs from like, where this farm is, right? I think Spaden needs another castle or two. I like the walls. That's smart. Continue to do that, I suppose. It's better than military. Unless you make bombard cannons behind the walls. Bombard cannons behind the walls can buy you a lot of time. Here comes DauT with his siege. And he'll be through one layer of gate pretty quickly. 125 years. Oh, man. Okay, yeah, he is going for bombard cannons behind wall approach. This is good. I'm feeling a lot better about his chances now that he's adding more layers. Let's go, Spaden. This is a great game, guys. You just have to not forget that this is a palisade wall. Yeah. This is cool. Can DauT do it? I mean, it feels very likely both players could win here. Ah. Yeah, full bombard cannon and walls is the approach for Spaden. Forget about Latus. Latus will die. You don't have the eco for Latus. It'll be wild. I kind of want to look at this from DauT's perspective. Because he's through this. He doesn't have any clue at how defended this is. It'll be super fun to see this from DauT's Fog of War. Obviously, DauT knows he needs to push. It's suspiciously quiet here. And Spaden is dropping a castle there. He's almost halfway. That castle is really important because it protects this wall. I mean, DauT just pushed so quick here. It did not take long at all. And here he comes with his own villagers to drop a castle. Spaden should just repair and hold on. This is where he needs the bombard cannons to snipe the siege, but he doesn't. He has them in the back still, which also makes sense. Yeah, I guess this castle's just to buy time. The latest sniping a treb buys you some time. Don't forget that. And yeah, let these villagers die. Let them die. Don't delete your walls to save them. 93 years. This is close. This is really close. DauT will be through this wall pretty quickly here. He needs more trebs and he needs more bombard cannons. And the bombard cannons are here for Spaden. But the wall's about to go down! No! 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 No, 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 no. That's so bad. That's so bad. Bombard cannons need to be behind the castle somehow. That's so tough, though. DauT is just pushing so quickly. Will any of the bombard cannons survive? I don't think so. 82 years. Spaden's still producing bombard cannons from the left side. He's trying to pull them behind walls now to save what he can. Monastery's still up, of course, not being attacked. DauT doesn't have a lot of siege. Spaden has learned his lesson now. He has bombard cannons being protected. Make that bombard cannon. He just needs to take down DauT's siege. Nothing else matters. DauT does have more trebs on the way. We're at 72 years. Spaden is max repairing. His bombard cannons are sniping cannons from DauT. No. DauT can do this. DauT can do this. DauT will be through. There's plenty of time. 60 years. Spaden had, like, the right ideas, but the execution just wasn't quite there with where the siege needed to be. The siege needed to be behind these walls. And now, you can tell now he's trying to build siege workshops in this position. It just feels so unlikely. Well, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Bombard cannons aren't being attacked. Big shots from Spaden. And tell me he can get the Trebs as well. Ooh. Ooh, and then now DauT's Trebs are going to get hit by the castles. Oh. Spaden's doing it. Spaden's doing it. Spaden's doing it. DauT is trying to trap down the monastery. Spaden, get repairs. Spaden, get repairs. Get repairs on the monasteries. Repairing the monastery. DauT is underneath the castles. Spaden has more bomber cannons on the way. Repair. DauT is bringing in more Trebs. The bomber cannons are at 60%. He can't fit that many villagers around the monastery. 40 years. Monks are there. Bomber cannons are coming in. Repair, Spaden. Dude, this castle needs to hit the other Treb. The other Treb is weak. Bomber cannons out. Treb will go down. Monastery. Monastery. He deleted the siege workshop. Can he take the Trebs? Repair. Repair. Hit the Trebs. Repair. No. 30 years. 30 years. Trebs have gone down. There's still these Trebs here. He needs to hit the Trebs, bro. He needs to hit the Trebs. He gets one. He's holding. Can he get another? No, they ejected. No. Oh, dude, that was so freaking close. Oh. DauT does it. And Spaden somehow bypasses our wonderful chat filter in the game and calls the GG. Damn, that was still a great game, though. That was a great game. It's such a unique scenario, right? Like, he and I really don't think that he knew that he was going to have all of them, because the amount of relics that spawn on these maps can vary. So it can be more than 5. It can be less than 5. He probably assumed DauT had one. Really smart play in hindsight to move the relics to the south. He will want this back, because I think the initial bombard cannons being lost was kind of the issue here. I do want to point out a tiny detail, though. So, Spaden, he tasked his castle onto this Treb at one point, okay? I think he wins this game if he doesn't do that, and this castle is just free firing. The reason I say that is because one of these Trebs just rolls in. It's like right now, maybe the castle's auto-firing on the Savar, whatever. But you watch this. This castle continues to free fire on this Treb, which is the only one getting repairs. This Treb here is 1 HP. 1 HP. And let's just see how many volleys it lands on that monastery. I think it's worth reviewing. Okay, that's 1 volley onto the monastery. It's going to be a second one onto the monastery. Now the castle's actually hitting the light calf and everything else. A 3rd volley onto the monastery. And a 4th volley onto the monastery. I mean, that's my point, right? And it maybe gets a 5th before it dies. Yeah. If that Treb dies, whatever the circumstances, and those 5 volleys don't hit this monastery, I think that Spaden actually wins. The 1 HP Treb clutched it for DauT. And it was also still really close, because the monastery never actually went down fully. It just ejected below the threshold that is needed to hold the relics. Oh, heartbreaker for Spaden. Well played from DauT. And hi, YouTube, because that's definitely going to hit YouTube. That was it's a bit of a shame we had to fast forward at the beginning there, but it was worth it for the end. YouTube, if you want to catch the full series, we'll have it on the Extras channel as always. Maybe these other games will reach the main channel. I'm not sure, but it's not every day you'll see that. That's the fun thing about the settings, though. We might actually see this more. Maybe we'll even see Wonder Victories in this tournament. Fun settings. All right, so Game 2, very different generation than what we had Game 1. There's actually a very good chance that they don't find the body of water in the north. We've got fish here. We've got oysters out there. But they only have a Karambit warrior as their starting scout. And actually, oh no. Oh no. Oh god, that's not very good for that Karambit. DauT's going to bring the wolves home. But it's a best of 3 here. They have started to the south of this pond that they may or may not scout. And DauT is... he's got to be careful not to lure the wolves to his boars. If he just brings it to the TC, though, he can shoot them, and it's fine. If it was later in the game, taking it to the enemy would be smart, but you kind of need more scouting at your own base. Damn, these are strong wolves. All right, and the wolves go down. So, annoying for DauT, but not the end of the world. Anything else weird about the start? Looks like they started with a yurt. And that's about it. This boar has 120 food. This boar has 433 food. But scouting that water in the north is going to be huge, especially for Spaden. They go random civ here. Randoming into Italians and having water on the map would be so nice. But he has to scout it. And he's finding some sheep. The sheep and the pigs also have more or less food than normal. But yeah, he's missing it, guys. He doesn't see the water there. And I don't think he will. I think he'll just come to the back of his base, scout here a little bit more. He is going heavy on wood, almost like he knows the water is there. But he hasn't seen it. And yeah, now DauT sees the water. And DauT's going to be like, oh, crap. All right. I need to get a villager up here to dock. And so DauT will probably take full advantage of that. So yeah, today there's server maintenance. If you start a game before server maintenance, it usually lets you finish it. Unless the game is super long. I think they technically have 55 minutes. Or wait, isn't server maintenance supposed to start in 55 minutes? I think server maintenance is supposed to start in 55 minutes, so... I can already tell you that DauT's going to have a really nice position in this game, just knowing about the water. It's really unfortunate for Spaden to not see that. Ranked is already disabled. Okay, well, if they start the maintenance in 55 minutes, they probably don't want people to be live then, I guess. So, I think that's... They don't want people to be in a game then. So I think they might actually have 55 minutes here. I think it does let you start lobby browser games, just not ranked. So, I think they scheduled it before they knew the server maintenance. Because I also scheduled the stream today before I knew about the server maintenance. So I don't know when they announced it exactly. Why maintenance during EU peak hours? I mean, dude, you know, I don't know. I'm not a dev. They gotta do some maintenance. Maybe the EU people are the problem. You ever think of that? No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I mean, they gotta get some work done, man. I mean, it's also as Spaden comes out to dock now. It's also based on whatever their work hours are as well, right? So, yeah, it'll be peak hours for everyone regardless. Exactly. Yeah, actually, it's a really good point. If they're on like standard NA hours, ideally, if there's issues, you'll still have some people in office ready to fix it right away after the maintenance. So there's probably some logic there. I'll trust them to I'll trust them better than Twitch chat. Sorry, Twitch chat, to know what's best at this point because they've done this many, many times. But of course, everybody really wants to watch the stream today and play the game, and so I can understand a little bit of disappointment, perhaps. But Spaden being behind to just scouting this has delayed himself big time compared to DauT. There's no doubt about it. You can use the fishing ships to take gold here. So DauT actually has one of the fishing ships taking the oysters. And DauT is up the feudal age significantly faster. And I think DauT... Funnily enough, he had scouted the shoreline. Because Spaden was late, he might not think Spaden is even docked. But yeah, actually saying that, he's going to probably double and triple check here. And yeah, DauT's plan here with the fast feudal is to take water. So scouting the water initially and having a clean build because of it leads to you then snowballing even harder here. This is going to be tough for Spaden. Spaden's chances felt like strong in the previous game due to the relics, but this is now going to turn into something significantly more difficult. Now DauT is probably confused by his opponent's uptime. DauT also should know he will pretty much instantly win water because he's 2 docks versus 1. So it's really smart play from DauT to then transition his focus towards land with that in mind. You don't need a lot of investment onto water now. You'll win it with 2 fires. And now you need to see what is Spaden going to try. And Spaden's going to try something on land. And DauT is in a position to defend from that now with the fast range follow-up. This will be tough for Spaden. DauT's basically played this game perfect. Spaden has also just been unlucky because he missed scouting the pond because the pond is pretty far away. Couple tiles, 1 HP in the previous game, and maybe it's 1-0 for Spaden right now. But that is not how things have played out here. I really like oysters. Like, not, like, I don't actually want to eat oysters in real life, but I think this should be featured on a lot of more maps. This is hyper-random, so it's just the random aspect, but I hope scripters who are making maps incorporate oysters a little bit. It's a delicate balance because winning water is already really strong in AoE2, but I think mixing them into maps has been a refreshing change. It's kind of cool to see. It gives you some different things you can try with your build orders, and yeah, I like it a lot. Love this response from DauT. He sees the tower, and he instantly defensive towers. And he actually deletes his house here, and we'll just rush this down. Yeah, so he'll just take care of this before it gets started, and Spaden, don't get walled! Oh, that's horrible for Spaden. Now, I don't think he has any chance of escaping here. His tower will go down, his archers, his villagers, everything will die. DauT with the plays. And Spaden, a little too late to react to that one. He needed to bail. The second DauT came out, he needed to run. Honestly, he probably didn't expect DauT to go for the quick walls there. But DauT's showing that he can do it too. And everything was stacked on a 1 tile there. Everything's dying to the tower. And DauT now has a really nice defensive tower for the long run as well, right? Just protects both of his lumber camps. Boom. I mean, I know Spaden's not the favorite. I think he's got to know better there. I don't want to take credit away from DauT, but the second the Vills come out, you have to know about that potential, and just wasn't sharp enough to realize it. Spaden is going to try and retake water here. I think DauT's noticing this. He sees the repair villager, which should tell him that. He went up to 7 fish, so he's been using his advantage there. But he's defended on lands. And now the fire ships hop out, and DauT's probably slightly taken off guard by this. He does have 2 docks, so he should be pretty easy for him to produce back onto water, though. And even bringing his fishing ships forward to tank a little bit. I don't hate that. And brings the skirms as well to take the repair villager. Don't hate that either. DauT 5-0 eco KD, 11-4 KD, and it's about to be 13-4. Just super smooth here. And also, if there's any worry that they couldn't complete this before server maintenance, with the way DauT's playing, looks like they should be able to get the series finished. I think Spaden needs damage with archers, but DauT's already walled. DauT's not really one to have holes in his walls. He normally double checks those things. And he's mixing in some farms behind. Adding even more fish now. And Spaden's looking kind of cooked here, guys. Yeah, he lands a demo, but it's not enough to get the kills. And this will be his last attempt. Surely DauT will see it, though, right? DauT should know something's coming on land. I think he spotted this. I think he should know. He's walling up this side. Not a lot of walling left. He's actually bringing his skirmishers home as well. Fletching's on the way. And yeah, DauT's locked in here. He knows. I didn't realize people are going to get so... Like, people get so bothered by server maintenance. Like, guys, they gotta do it sometime. It's going to be an inconvenient time for somebody. People have very strong words about it today. I say people. It's been like 3 people, but... It's not like they do it once a week or something, right? The alternative is they don't pay attention to anything, and then things go wrong, and then people complain. Filthy Hippie says, I'm addicted, T90. I can't help it. I'm not saying you can't be addicted. Just got to be a reasonable addict, you know? You could be addicted, but also be like, oh, okay, I guess it kind of makes sense. How long does server maintenance take? I think it takes a full 2 hours, guys. 2 hours every, like, couple months? I mean, what are they doing? Do they have no respect for us as human beings? Do they not respect our time? Like, the ratio... I'm never going to get those 2 hours back. Well, hey, if it makes you guys feel better, I will have a, you know, I just uploaded an hour-long YouTube video to my extras channel, which might be of value to you. I also have 2,000 different videos on the channel that you can choose from. And you probably haven't seen every one, so... I did that for this moment, for when server maintenance happens. You have something to do. I don't know. I was planning on staying on a little bit longer, so maybe we'll stay on and do something, but I'm not sure yet. I still believe in Spaden. This is definitely not me saying this just to keep things interesting. I still believe in Spaden. He's only behind by 19 villagers and 6 army. It's not that big a deal. Actually, he is sneaking a dock here. So, I mean, in theory, you can make a couple fire ships, come back onto water, surprise DauT, and kill a lot of eco. DauT's not expecting the sneak dock, so I respect that. And castle age times will be similar. Someone being constructive in chat is named the moistest clam. If that's not the internet, I don't know what is. I find the weird usernames usually are normal in chat. And then kind of weird usernames. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Weird usernames usually are like kind of normal in chat. And then like normal names do not behave in chat. I don't understand it. That's what I've learned. Yeah, I guess, yeah, they're self-aware. I don't know. Like Major Herpes. That's a weird freaking name, dude. And Major Herpes is pretty normal. He's not what you would expect based on, you know, the name. So, now everyone wants me to rate their names. That could be fun. I actually, you know what I've always wanted to do a series? Maybe we could do it today. I want to... Oh, actually, this is a good idea if we have no games to cast. I want to guess someone's elo based on their username and chat history. I think that's a great idea. We're just gonna go full chat profiling. Nothing. What could go wrong? I think it'd be good. Maybe we can do that. We'll see. DauT's in Castle H. DauT is the fishing ship lead. He doesn't know that he's about to lose this, though. Oh, no, he did scout it. Damn, that's really bad for Spaden, then. DauT sees it. DauT will get War Galley. DauT has added more fires. He also still has the ranged units on the front. Ranged units that cannot be killed that easily. Spaden will try and add some siege here. But even that he doesn't really have the wood for right now. It's really tough. Oh, and there's a hole. No, there's a hole. Pain. And Spaden says, oh, GG. And DauT says GG. And Spaden says good luck next. Like I said, these guys go way back. Kind of a dud of a game 2. But game 1 was really fun. And I'm happy to see Spaden playing in tournaments. So DauT's a really tough matchup for him. Because like I think Spaden's a little bit more strategic. He's not very speedy. He's a little bit slower than DauT even. So I think like the strategy was going to have to pan out today. And DauT is like not beating people because of his speed. He's just super solid with his decision making and strategy, right? So if Spaden had chances, it would be up against maybe like a super heavy micro nerd that lacks strategy or something, which is not DauT. But Spaden, if you hear this, good to see you playing in events again. And hope you keep it up, dude. Hope you keep it up. GG. All right. Yeah, 4-1 KD for, or not even beyond that, actually. It was way better than that. Great KD for DauT. Good eco transitions, just really smart decisions. He also got lucky because he scouted the pond. So it just, Spaden was at an instant disadvantage just by not scouting this. So Mega Random giveth with the relics in game 1, and Mega Random taketh away with the pond in game 2.